Hello everyone, welcome back to Newsline. Now, self-help, they say, is the best help, but as human beings, we're preoccupied by so many chores and demands and face many obstacles that we are challenged to depend on others sometimes. But when you're independent as a community leader, the burden of servant leadership falls on you, definitely. Now, this is the scenario we find playing out in Idera community in Kwara State, where the monarch, Kabiyesi James Oladipo Buremoh, a former international wrestler, is impacting the lives of his subjects and others in the surrounding communities through self-help initiatives. Ahmed Fulani tells us more about this unique traditional ruler whose leadership qualities are worthy of emulation.
Kabiyesi James Oladipo Buremoh, also known as Ladi, the African tiger, in his wrestling days, ascended the throne of his forefathers as the Onidera of Idera land in Ifelodun local government area of Kwara State as a fourth-class Oba in 2003. Oba Buremoh was a famous Nigerian in the 80s and 90s with his prowess in wrestling at the international level that caught the attention of both government and Nigerians. Through the help of his mentor, a wrestling legend, Ladi, the African tiger, began his wrestling career and became a world champion in 1988, defeating Michael Hayes to win the heavyweight wrestling championship.
He has been able to inspire would-be wrestlers. I recall that the likes of Onikoruye, Okoro Dudu, talked about him as a motivator in the field of wrestling.
He foresees professional wrestling becoming a big sporting event in Nigeria if there is corporate bodies involvement and government intervention.
Wrestling is a sport that makes money. I mean, that you can get a lot of golds in the Olympic. And then when you become professional, you can make money. If government supports, even as old as I am, I'm ready to give my expertise.
He quit professional wrestling due to a series of injuries to his ribs, neck and thighs before he later established his wrestling promotion to train interested Nigerians in wrestling. Since his ascension as the Onidera, he has been transforming his community and his environs through self-help initiatives. In his more active years on the throne, he used to travel outside the country to work and raise funds to develop his community. As a result of injuries sustained in his wrestling days, he has gone through 3 different surgeries and is no longer strong enough to walk. He now depends on his friends in the diaspora who support him with funds to develop his community. Through his foundation, he has set up a vocational training center for the youth in his community, presenting scholarships to indigent students within and in the surrounding communities. He has paid the WAEC fees of some students this year and also presented food palliatives to his people and others from outside his community.
With this opportunity, I made sure that I read very well to pass my WAEC.
For Kabiyesi James Oladipo Buremoh, the welfare of his community will continue to be a priority for as long as he lives.